This tutorial shows how to find the midpoint of a line segment. To find the midpoint of a line segment, we're basically going to take this segment AB, A located at 1, 1 and B located at 6, 5, and we're going to split it into an X component of the segment located here. So we're just focusing on the X values because our midpoint has an X coordinate and it has a Y coordinate. Well, the X coordinate of our midpoint comes from the X coordinate of our points. So if we look strictly at the X components of these 2 points, X starts at 1 for A and goes all the way to 6 for B. So in order to find the midpoint of this horizontal line segment here, you could probably do that by guessing and checking or some other method. But in order to find a midpoint, essentially what we're doing is we're finding the average. We want to find the average from 1 to 6. So to do that, we add the 2 coordinates, X coordinates, and we divide by 2. So 1 plus 6 and divide by 2. Well, we can do the exact same thing with the Y coordinate of our midpoint. Is we look at the Y components of our segment. Here the Y coordinate at A was 1 and at B is 5. So we can look at just this segment and to see how much it's changed. Again, we're looking at the midpoint from 1 to 5. To do that, find the average of 1 and 5. So add them up and divide by 2. Evaluate, and we get the midpoint here of 3.5 and 3. So that comes from adding 1 and 6, which gives us 7. Divided by 2 is 3.5. For the Y coordinate, we do 1 plus 5, which is 6. Divided by 2 is 3. So that gives us the midpoint of this segment. This strategy can be used in general for any segment to find the midpoint. So the formula for a midpoint of a line segment is that the X coordinate of the midpoint comes from the average of the X coordinates of the 2 points, the endpoints of the segment, and the Y coordinate also comes from the average of the endpoints of the segment. And that's all there is to finding the midpoint. So if you wanted to find the midpoint of a different line segment, you could do that just by changing things around, and you can see that the exact same process is followed here. Just changing values, finding the average in the X values and the average in the Y values. And that concludes this tutorial on finding the midpoint.